a circumstation. Give us a hand, though. What you would do? What you would do? Give us a hand, though. Okay, so in this segment, this is another new one you may not have ever heard of before.
Okay, I'm ready.
What we do is we give you a scenario. It's like a circumstance or a situation. We call it a circumstation, and that's a little bit of a fun word thing we do, a comedy wordplay thing. And
it just helps our minds.
Yeah, it already starts things
stuff.
percolating, and then it helps with the creativity and the imagination. That's what we like to do.
So we give you a circumstation, and it's up to you to tell us how you would handle that. You just give us a handle on that circumstation.
Give us a handle on what you do in that circumstation.
So, I mean, it doesn't necessarily have to be about a comedy moment, or it could be.
We have a lot of stand-up comedy guys in or girls, and we go, what if you're on stage and this happens? That's not necessarily what will the scenario will always be. It could be you playing guitar on stage, or it could be you in Cirque du Soleil, like on a stage performing that.
Yeah,
or
you could be jet skiing across the Sahara Desert.
Right, or you could be like in a kitchen show where you're on stage and you're like just showing people how to cook things. You're not even doing any jokes, but you're just saying like, this is how you saute an onion.
Where else could I be?
Stage.
Baby.
A lot of stages.
There's
so many options, I guess.
Yeah, you could be in a different stage of evolution.
Yeah,
I mean, you could have been.
Use that, Parsley, Rosemary and Stage by Simon and Garfield.
Yeah, you could be on a stage performing that song.
But it's always on a stage?
No.
Okay.
No. You could be jet skiing or doing
all
some water sports.
Okay. So I'm going to look up the handle now. So Matt Kerr, give us a handle on this situation.
Okay.
So imagine you're performing a comedy set on a stage, and all of a sudden all the power goes out, and you're left in complete darkness. But the audience isn't like, freaking out or walking around or like stopping the show. They're just all still listening to you. Do you continue on normally? Do you point out the obvious that you're all left in the dark? Or do you do something else that's totally else?
Yeah, like you don't have to take his suggestions. There's he could give you 100 suggestions.
Infinite suggestions.
Yeah,
just like there are
do your own suggestion and give us a hint.
Yeah.
There's infinite suggestions.
There was.
But give us your own suggestion and say, this is what I do. Give us a handle on that. And you don't have to make a joke about this. It's like, seriously, what would you do?
Yeah.
Like, what's the comedian response? Not in a funny way, but like in a real
It's something
way.
that I've often wondered myself. Well, how would I handle this? I am not sure, but I'm really excited to hear how Matt would handle it.
Just a little bit of an addendum. I mean, just to clear the air here, because I know you're probably thinking it. You might have a cordless mic, and you think, okay, that could still have power. But the speakers won't, because they're connected to the main phone.
Yeah, exactly. There's no power, so you'd have to shout. You would have to twist and shout.
Hey, that green light is still on the mic, but it's not working. It's not going through anything, okay? So because it's on a battery, so that mic's good. That's good to go. And if the rest of the power went on, that mic would be live, okay? But right now it's not. The power is out. The speakers, they're incapacitated.
There's no electricity in the room.
Yeah, there's no power going to the speakers.
Literal electricity.
And then like the thing in the back of the room, that thing with all the faders, that's not on.
Yeah.
Okay, it's still plugged into the wall, but there's no power coming from the wall to the board.
Yeah.
Okay.
The kitchen staff is a little upset because their fan is turned off.
Right. But guess what? It's getting cooler because the ovens aren't working.
Exactly.
All right. There's no power in the whole building. Do you want a pizza?
You can't have one.
You can't have one. Exactly.
That's
Good
the
answer. Good answer. Okay.
So give us a handle.
So you're holding this cordless mic. It's on, but it's not working. Give us a handle on what you do in that situation.
I would get the audience's attention and make a wise crack about the power going out. Obviously, very loudly. I'd be loudly. Like, I'd have to project it very loudly. The wise crack would be, dark in here, eh, guys?
Louder.
Dark in here, eh, guys?
Louder.
Hey, you guys, it's dark in here.
It's a good one, though. I think that. I mean, that's not really it is a crack, I don't know how wise of a.
It's not wise. It was just a stupid.
It's an observation.
It's an observation.
I don't
dark.
mean to be hard. I'm just saying I expect more from
I
you,
think
Matt. I think that we could work on this. I think it would
can
be a
I throw
golden
something
bit.
out here? I think it'd be,
just wait a second.
Well,
I think that.
can I just interject?
Well, I guess you're going to anyways.
I'm going because I think as a shocker thing, and I think Matt would probably say something like this. Where did all the black audience members go? I can only
Whoa,
see the white.
that's
shocking.
That is
Did I shock
it
you?
is shocking.
Did I
I'd
shock you?
say
I
that.
wouldn't say that. Kevin, can I just say I wouldn't say that. That's racist.
Yeah.
But if you were in my shoes,
But if I was you,
Yeah.
then I would say, "Oh, hey, where did all the black audience members? Oh, they're smiling. Now I see you." When you hear the laughter, especially that black laugh, that's the rewarding
very
black-
distinct.
yeah, that rewarding black laugh. I like to call it a blaff.
yeah.
And you go, "Wow, I can see your teeth now. Now I see them again." Right? That's a pretty funny joke, eh, Kevin?
I mean, it's there. I'm feeling like we can work on this so much better.
But I think I
That-
did more than Matt did. Like you were disappointed with Matt's "It's dark in here"
I'll be
thing, and
honest.
I
I'm
think that
disappointed with both my Watsons here. I feel like, you stepping into the shoes of Matt just doesn't make any sense. You obviously don't know
Well,
what
I
you're
was
doing when
just
it comes
working-
to offensive
I was
comedy.
trying to
And Matt,
make
you
it-
trying to make a light-hearted joke about, hey, it's dark in here. That doesn't make sense to me either. Why? It's like my two friends here have switched brains but kept bodies.
Like that movie.
Oh, brain bodies.
Brain
Face
switch.
off. Okay, so you make a hilarious, clever retort like "It's dark in here," and then what happens?
I'd be stressed out, so I would ask the bar for like alcohol and maybe like a dark beer.
Right, and then they go, "We only have dark beers on tap," and of course it's just because of the power thing.
It's the only one that would be able to pour at the time.
Yeah.
But they're all dark beers in this house, right, guys?
See?
Oh,
there it is. Now we're getting somewhere.
There's
Now-
a joke.
This
There's
is
a
more
joke.
of what I'm
But
expecting.
now you're off the stage because you're at the bar.
I would have a,
No, you can shut that out to
server,
a
server,
server.
very
Oh,
nice
yeah.
Oh, the
servers.
servers are standing there going, "Oh, I'm sorry, but and I also can't find my way to the bar."
I don't care about her safety. I just want to drink, right?
Oh, and I think the crowd would respond to that.
Yeah,
too,
they
would
because
laugh,
like you don't
yeah.
care about anyone but yourself.
Yeah.
And that's funny.
yeah.
Selfishness is funny.
It is funny because it's one of those things that people don't want to admit, but it's funny because it's true.
It's one of
We're
those.
all-
I relate to
we're all
that.
a little
things.
selfish, yeah.
I relate to that, but I don't want to admit it. But I'll laugh here.
Yeah.
and that's a laugh.
I relate to
of
that, but
relation.
if I show my laughter, it might give more credibility to that person instead of myself, and I want all the credit.
right, which is the selfish thing.
Exactly,
which
and
is
that's-
that
that's-
turnaround.
But it's unavoidable in life. Everyone's naturally
Ego.
selfish. It's
It's
human
ego.
nature to be selfish.
And this is now we're philosophizing.
Well, factualizing.
yeah, but you play off that, and that's the philosophy that comes out of comedy.
There you go.
So is that our handle, or is that what
Should I add some
I
more?
think
Is it a
everybody's
pretty tight?
At this point, everyone's going, "How
That's
are
a
we
good
getting out
handle.
of here?"
I mean, I just imagine you just shouting the rest of your set after that, right?
Yeah, and then I just continue on my set after my dark beer and the hey, it's dark in here, you guys.
Okay, you're,
And
you're shouting your jokes. All of a sudden, the sound comes back on. Now you're blasting everyone's ears with the cordless mic
Yeah.
that's still on.
This is part of the handle, or is this a what if?
I just added that
Okay.
to the
Okay.
handle.
I guess you can just add to the handle
you
willy
do
nilly.
But it's your guys' podcast.
It's the
Well,
only, like,
it's,
third time
it's
we've
it
done
is
it.
our podcast. That's the thing. We should really clear these things before. I
Oh,
mean,
I'm sorry.
Matt, can you just I
I'll close my eyes.
mean, we have to have so many of these little conversations off camera here.
We've been. Sometimes we just play it by ear, and I did it wrong. I misstepped.
All right,
I
well,
stepped on your
Just
mitosis,
keep the,
and I
just keep the-
apologize.
Keep the segments how we've written
Keep
them,
it
you know,
straight
them-
and keep it short
Exactly.
and
You're,
sweet.
you're gonna side rail my friend here. He's gonna.
I know,
he's
but
not gonna
he's-
want to
it
come back on the
feels
show. I
ins-
want him back on the show sometime. I think
Well,
he's
in
gonna be-
some ways, it feels like he wasn't like there wasn't a lot going on. In the
All right,
band.
we're gonna talk about this later. All right, so Matt, come here.
Hey guys, I actually heard all that. I'm sorry.
What? What?
Look, it wasn't your
anything-
fault. and
That
it
was
wasn't,
between us, and that
We
has
might
nothing-
even just edit it out.
That's our relationship, and you don't need to worry
That's
about
okay.
that.
That's
so
okay.
Matt
a
gave us a
separate
handle.
thing.
I handle that.
You gave us a handle.